I've been seeing a little bit of hype for Future Box recently. It was able to make day 2 at NEIC using the combination of Iron Valiant and the Grass Attacker Iron Leaves. Iron Leaves has a lot of good value right now with all the Grimmsnarl and Charizard in the format, and I think this deck has some cool tricks it could do, and I'm excited to show off what the Future Box is all about in our Destined Rivals meta. So let's go check out my new Future Box list. The future is now. So welcome back everybody to your brand new Pokemon TCG Live video, and today I'm showing off Future Box in our format. This deck has had some success recently with this Iron Leaves, Iron Valiant combo. We saw it get day 2 at NEIC, and I've actually seen it do well in some online tournaments. In fact, I did model this list off of the recent list that got top 4 in the Pumpkin Amy tournament, so I want to give credit to them for inspiring me to try out their version of the deck, which I quite like. I have made a few changes to their deck, though. Like, I added in Reboot Pod as the ace spec, but I think Future Box isn't even that bad right now as a little anti-meta deck, especially as you get to abuse a really strong Grass-type Pokemon that we can attack with over and over again. So, the main gist of the deck, you want to lead with this baby Miraidon with Peak Acceleration, does 40 damage. You can boost that damage with Crown and Future Booster Capsule to knock out little guys like Budu or Dreepy or Ralts, and you put 2 base energy from your deck onto your future Pokemon on the bench, so it's a great way to build up your attackers. Now, the main attackers, we have Iron Hands in the deck. Usually, this is like the main partner for this deck. We're not playing just solely Iron Hands. We're not playing Generator or Heavy Baton, so we're not really trying to use it as much. We do play it still. It's still Iron Hands. We're still going to play it regardless, but it isn't as important, but Ampy very much is still good to have. And then obviously we have Iron Valiant, which is another really good heavy hitter with Laser Blade that does 200 damage. We can make that damage do even more. And then of course we have Tachyon Bits. When it switches into the active spot, you can put 2 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon. And then there's the Iron Leaves EX, which is a grass type Pokemon. Very good to have against obviously the Grimmsnarl and Charizard matchup, and we can actually use it multiple times when we need to, thanks to Rapid Veneer's ability. When you play it from your hand on your bench, you can move Iron Leaves into the active spot and then move any amount of energy you want from your board to the Iron Leaves. So if you flood the board with grass energy with the help of Teal Mask or Reboot Pod, we can easily chain Iron Leaves attacks over and over again if we're needing to use it multiple times. It's also a good way to like 2-2-2 the opponent with Prism Edge, being able to do even more damage with the help of the Crowns and the Future Booster Capsules. So those are your main attackers, and the more I play the deck, the more I realize we can honestly build this like a Terra Future Box deck. We could even add in more attackers, lean more into like the Teal Mask Ogerpon E-Switch concept. Maybe we can even add Clefairy in the deck. I think if I were to make any changes to this list after recording this video, I would maybe want to play like a Clefairy in here with another E-Switch, try to use Clefairy, because probably would help a lot against Dragapult. So yeah, probably adding a Clefairy in the deck would be really nice. If you could put a Clefairy in here, I would definitely add it. But overall, I think the deck is pretty cool, and the combination of Leaves and Valiant isn't bad at all, in my opinion. I wanted to try out Future Box right now in our current meta. Now, before we do get in the video, big shout to the sponsor Card Cavern TCG. If you're going to get any Pokemon TCG Live pack codes, get them over at Card Cavern. If you're looking for the main set, Destined Rivals, or you want to get an older set, or even some IRL singles product, Card Cavern's got all of that over on their website, not just the codes. If you get anything at Card Cavern at the checkout, use my discount code LDF, get yourself a 5% discount on your order. Help the channel, help yourself out, and help Card Cavern. Check them out down below, and check out the second sponsor, TC Evolutions. You want to go check out their website, get any of the awesome product they sell there, their dice, damage counters, ability markers, great stuff to have when playing IRL Pokemon TCG gameplay. Check them out, link will be down below. You can use code LDF for a 10% discount at TC. So check out my 2 sponsors, use code LDF to help support the channel. And to help support the channel, you can even sub to my second channel down below too. Yeah, I have 2 channels. I got another channel where I post more competitive focus content on. I just looked at the decks that did well at the recent Japan Championship, so you definitely want to check that out because they were using the new cards from the next set. We're getting Black Bolt and White Flare. So yeah, once again, here's the deck list. I did model this off of a list I saw in an online tournament, so I do want to give credit to them once again. And I like the idea of the Teal Mask Ogerpon in the deck alongside the E-Switch. And yeah, I added Reboot Pod. I think their list was playing Secret Box over the Pod. And Secret Box isn't terrible because there's a lot of really good supporters in here, but I like the idea of Reboot Pod because it just gets you energy in play. It's a really nice way to fuel Iron Leaves or even out of nowhere build up an attack. I definitely wouldn't mind trying to fit even more things in this deck. Like again, I could even see more E-Switches in here to try to abuse Teal Mask more. And then again, I would maybe want to slide a Clefairy into the deck. That wouldn't be terrible either. But this deck actually isn't too bad right now. And I think maybe outside of like slightly rough Guardy matchup, this deck doesn't seem terrible, and I think Future Box is definitely a lot of fun to play, and you definitely got to try it out. So let's go show off the deck in action on Pokemon TCG Live. Alright, we're both having a Fezandipiti off here. We're up against Ho-Oh Armor Rouge. Alrighty then, let's see how this goes. I don't know what the best attacker is. Maybe Iron Hands could be okay depending on what they bench. Nah, we'll see. I guess Gallade or Valiant or whatever will be pretty good. Alright, they have a good turn 1. Our start is sort of mid. I think just Arven for Miraidon. Yeah, it's kind of a slow start. I can't even move the Fez, though. Yeah, it's actually really bad I opened Fezandipiti, the more I think about it. This is like a really bad start. Yikes. If they set up turn 2 hands, we're in trouble. This start is not very good. Ooh, and they even got the Luminous Energy. I hope they whiff a Charcadet off the Squawk and Seas. Could be pretty bad. They get a Charcadet here. If I draw like a Techno Radar, we could go Crispin to move the Fezandipiti. Might have to do that. Jamming Tower. All right. They didn't get the Charcadet. That's good. What's our draw? Iron Leaves. It's not bad. Let's attach. Play the Arven. Am I just getting Techno Radar here? Probably, yeah. It's probably the best card to grab in this situation. Because I got Jamming Tower, I can't go into Miraidon. Kind of sucks. Pass, I guess. Next turn, we can go in with the Iron Leaves, which is good. So, it's not all... I guess I could have went Iron Leaves here, actually. But I can't knock up the Fez. I'd only be doing 100... I'd only be doing 200 damage because of the Jamming Tower. If they didn't have Jamming Tower, I could have went... No, actually, I didn't have a way to go into Iron Leaves. I'm trolling. For some reason... Yeah, I can't. I got in mind. I'm trolling. I had no way to attack. Hopefully, my opponent's setup here isn't great. They can go in with the Ho-Oh. Potentially, we could Crispin to Fez next turn and snipe their Charcadet. But yeah, they're just going to go in with Ho-Oh, which is fine with me. Might be able to kill the Ho-Oh if we get lucky. I need to get rid of this Jamming Tower first and foremost, so. Smacking it with Miraidon isn't terrible, though. Let's see what our draw is going to be, then. Another Arven. Trying to think. We can attack with Leaves, but I'm only doing 180 damage. Alright, well, let's just retreat into Miraidon. I guess we're just going to go into the Dawn, and then we're going to... Just Arven, I guess. Might have to play the Reboot Pod. We'll do this. Probably just get Iron Valiant. I mean, hands is pretty good, but... I think we'll just get an Iron Valiant and play. Call it a day. I want to keep the Night Stretcher just in case they somehow manage to knock out my Miraidon. Or somehow knock out Fez. They could have Boss in hand, right? So I don't want to lose my Fezandipiti, so... Let's just do this. Not the greatest value in my Reboot Pod, but it's fine. At least we're setting up our board a little bit more. This isn't the end of the world. My opponent could Iron Hands me, though, in a couple turns. They got that Charcadet down. It could get scary. Let's see what they got. Legacy on Fez. What do they got in their hand? Do they have Boss? They are down a Boss, so it's unlikely. No, just a Shining Feathers. Nice. They didn't have anything. So how much HP does this thing have? 200? All right. We don't even... I mean, am I ever bothering doing Tachyon bits here? I can't even move anyways because Stadium's in play. Whatever. Let's bring in this. I can't even do... Like, yeah. Unless I get Area 0, I'm not getting rid of that Jamming Tower anytime soon. That was a good top deck. All right. Attach... Could just Crispin here. Get some energy on the board. Maybe just hold the hand. Let me flip the script. Got an Iron Hands. Am I benching Iron Hands? Should I bench it in this situation? Crispin 2-way. We get 2 energy on it. I don't have my Reboot Pod anymore. It's not really a point. I think I'm just getting another Iron Valiant, to be honest. I'm just going to build up another Iron Valiant here. This seems pretty good, too, to be honest. Just building up a second Iron Valiant, to me, makes sense. We can also attack with Iron Leaves soon again, too. Don't forget. I'll swing for 240. Yeah, this is fine. Researching there could have been okay too, but I think this is fine. Just knocking out the active, taking our 2 prizes, see what we got. Bundle is good. If they go into Fez this turn and try to wall and give up 1 prize or whatever, I can just go bundle. I do need to find a switch though. We have Arven in hand, so we can go Arven for switch, and we can pull off the combo. I do want to get rid of that Jamming Tower though. I would like access to my booster capsules here, so I have more mobility. So I kind of need to get rid of this. I need to find Area 0. That'd be nice. Okay, they have a Nest Ball. Getting Charcadet. There he comes. All right, now do they have a Ho-Oh EX and more energy to work with? There's Nest Ball. I can probably get another Ho-Oh. Leaf Squawk in the active, that's fine. No, they get another Charcadet. I guess they don't need Ho-Oh this turn, but they probably want one. If I take another 2 prize cards, they're in a pretty bad spot. Okay, they have Bear. We have to watch out for Bear, I guess. No, they're grabbing Mew. Are they not getting Ho-Oh? Okay. Well, even if Area Zero does come into play, they have no Terra Pokemon on the board. Like, oh, they're going to Motivate. That makes sense. We're going to take another 2 prize cards here, though, which is pretty good, so it's all good. Wait, did they forget to Mew? No, oh my god, they forgot to do Mew. What is... What? Bro forgot to Mew. Alright, Motivate does make sense. Actually, Motivate's pretty good. But, will it be enough? They could... Okay. Yeah, it's actually a little scary. They can amp my Fez next turn. That's actually pretty bad. They could amp Fezandipiti to knock it out. That's kind of scary. Okay, well, we go in with Iron Leaves first. If I had Boss here, it would be a lot better. Not even Boss here. Low-key kind of sucks. I have Night Stretcher in hand. Let's take that off, sure. We can Night Stretcher for grass. I guess attached to the Iron Valiant. Am I researching here? I think I am, right? So I'm trying to find stuff that I need. There's an Area Zero. We can finally get rid of that jamming tower. Okay, we have game in hand. If my opponent Ionos me, we don't have game, but we do have Boss in hand, so we need to just knock it Iono'd. See what our prizes are. Mew and research. Because my opponent put the Luminous Energy on the hands, they also can't put Legacy Energy on Iron Hands, right? I guess they could still put Legacy on Iron Hands. It only cancel the Luminous Energy. Okay. If they can amp my Fez here, that's pretty bad. But even if they do that, it's fine. Ooh, their hand was double Armor Rouge. Jeez. Alright, they get 6 cards. Can they find a Gust? Because ideally, my opponent wants to probably go Boss KO Fez. If they don't knock out the Fez, it's basically game over. Because I'm just going to knock out whatever they bring into the active spot with Iron Valiant. I Boss. Well, if they can go like Iono knockout, it's a little scary. I mean, we could lose in 2 turns to an Iron Hands. They can still win in 2 attacks because of the Fezandipiti being able to get amped. So that's something to be very cautious of. Can they find Boss? So there's Night Stretcher. They can get Ho-Oh back. Or Bear. Yeah, I guess they're going with Bear. We still win the game if they go Blood Moon or Saluna. They need an Iono. If they Iono me, it's going to be close. Maybe I should have booster capsuled my other guy, actually. I wouldn't be surprised if they had... they definitely should have an Iono here. They can go Legacy Energy Bear, actually, which is kind of scary. Yeah, there's the Iono. Still Fez. We still have Mew technically in the deck, too. We got Miraidon. It's not bad. Are they going to go Legacy Bear? They're not going... Really? They're not putting Legacy Energy on the Bear? Okay. Thank you, I guess. Okay, we don't have a game yet. But... surprised they didn't go Legacy Bear. So I either need... I need one more damage modifier to win the game. Or a switch. I think I have pretty good odds of finding game here. I don't know why they didn't put the Legacy Energy on. Very strange play of my opponent. Yeah, that's game. There's Techno Radar for these 2. Had they put Legacy on, I probably would have lost, because they probably had Boss in hand. Oh, no, we did have a knockout already. I didn't even... Okay, I'm trolling. I didn't even need the Techno Radar. All right, I even realized. For some reason, I thought I was only doing 240 damage there. No, I was actually already doing 260. All right, I BM'd. My bad. Yeah, I don't know why they didn't put the Legacy Energy on the Blood Moon. Had they put Legacy Energy on Bear, they probably would have had game, because I'm assuming they would have had Boss, right? All right, into this game, my opponent's got... Looks like a Raging Bolt deck. I had to take a guess. So let's see what it is. We do open Crown. Our hand's decent. We got Techno Radar, Research, stuff like that. We'll see what this is. This might be Raging Bolt, which I think is a fine matchup. We just have to, like... We have to use Reboot Pod and Iron Leaves. Like, Leaves is going to be really good against Raging Bolt. The problem with Raging Bolt, though, is we've already opened a 2-prizer. Like, we're already going to have a 2-prizer on the board. We'll see. We might be able to get an easy KO early on, though, with Miraidon. Though I give him Fez, which is awkward. But their setup's going to be really good. I think I'm going to try to aim for Maybe an Iono. They got a Rotom and a Hoot Hoot. All right. They didn't get any Noctowls, which is a pretty good indicator that they have 2 Noctowls. But they still need a Terra Pokemon. They're not out of the woodwork yet. They still need a Terra Pokemon. Pokégear for Iono might be the play. I don't know. There's Mew. I'm assuming it's Raging Bolt. Though it could be Terra Box. I have no idea what it is. Could be Flareon even, too. Who knows? Let's see. Another Radar. I think we'll play the Pokégear and see what we can do. We'll grab Miraidon and, like, probably Iron Valiant. Getting hands isn't bad. We have E-Switch, Reboot Pod, Lightning. Getting hands isn't terrible. Maybe just go for the Iron Hands. Sure. I don't know. Not gonna Techno Radar again. Just gonna Pokégear. We got Boss. Could kill one of the Hoot Hoots. No, I can't. I'm still short. Now let's fail that then. I was hoping for, like, maybe... I don't even know if it was correct to Iono the more I think about it. It would have been okay. That's my thing. Got another Radar here. We'll get rid of Arven. Let's grab these 2. So I'll make sure I'm killing this Fezandipiti. I guess I don't have to knock it out. I could leave it alone. Because if I kill it, they get Fez, which could be a problem. I wonder if I maybe don't kill it. Is that ever a good play, though? Because if I leave the Fezandipiti alone, we can get... we can do a lot more if we leave the Fezandipiti alone. Knocking it out isn't terrible. It doesn't really help my prize map, though, either. But, like, I also don't know what I'm playing against. Like, I don't know if it's Raging Bull. Like, do I give them the Fezandipiti, or do I just knock out the Fezandipiti? I don't want them to be able to take a 2-prize KO. That's what I'm scared of. That's why it's like if I kill this, I get Fez. This Fezandipiti isn't really that scary if I don't kill it. We can set up Iron Hand for the next turn. Okay, I'm going to leave it alive. This might not be correct, but killing this thing doesn't really do much for my setup anyways. You know what I mean? That's why I'm, like, kind of down and just not kill the Fezandipiti and just leave it alone. This might be incorrect, but I don't know. Like, the way I'm looking at it is, like, if I knock it out, they get Fez. Who knows what they can pull off? Like, I don't know. We'll see. I'm down to just leave the Fezandipiti alone. Bundle. It's actually pretty annoying. Let's go into Crown anyways. I don't think it matters. Going into Iron Hands is okay too, but I'm not really threatened by my opponent right now, so I think it's fine. Just give him the Crown. I was actually thinking about Iron Bundle when I was playing the Techno Radar there to grab the Iron Valiant, but yeah. Oh, they're just passing? You know, they have nothing? Alright, that works. We can Teal Dance. I guess I could have E-Switch to the Iron Hands and Amped. We can put more energy on the board. This is, like, actually fine, too. Just peak Excel. Build up this. Now we have 2 threats powered up. I guess I could have Amped there, obviously. I could have went attach E-Switch. Amp for the knockout, but that's fine. And this is still, like, okay. We got Boss, which is good. We just have... I don't know. I probably should have just Amped, obviously, but whatever. It's fine. Let's see what my opponent does here. I still don't even know what they got going on in their deck. I still don't even know what I'm playing against, right? I don't know if this is Flareon or not. Or Raging Bolt. Still can't tell. Grass on the Mew. Another Fezandipiti coming down. Okay, they just have nothing. Oof. Not great for them. Pretty good for me, though. Just bench that. Just kill the active, I guess. I'm not even going to bother researching. I don't want to lose my Reboot Pod. Use the opportunity to get even more energy on the board. Look at that. Now our board is even more powered up. Yeah, amping there would have been a lot better, because we would have taken 4 prizes by now, so I guess it was correct to amp. We got Switch for next turn, so we can attack with Iron Hands next turn. It's all good. Is my opponent even going to do anything here? There's a Nest Ball. All right, they can finally get a Fezandipiti, which can let them stay in the game. No, they get a Teal Mask Ogerpon. All right, they don't get Fez. This could be Terra Box, I guess, too. You never know. I'm curious to see what this is. They Teal Dance. They have Noctowl. They do. Okay. We'll see what they grab. I still don't know what this is. If it's Raging Bolt, like, we'll see. We should be able to take 2 prizes next turn no matter what. So, like, if my opponent kills Iron Valiant with Raging Bolt, we can just go boss amp. If they leave the Iron Valiant alive and they kill Iron Hands, we can Iron Valiant boss kill a 2 prizer. It's like works out either way. And they are going for the Crispin Prime Catcher combo. They have another knocked. Okay, so I'm assuming they're just going to take the 2 prizes. We'll see where they take the 2 prizes. Like, you either kill the Hands or the Iron Valiant. Whichever one you KO, it's, like, fine. And I have to set up a Iron Leaves play here. That's all I really have to do. Sada, so it is Raging Bolt. All right, we can beat this. What do they even have? They have no energy in the discard. They can't even... Well, I guess they can Crispin knockout. Okay, yeah. So they have the KO. We can knock out the Raging Bolt with the Valiant, or we can amp for 2 prizes. And then we just set up Leaves for game. So I think it's, like, probably, like, a checkmate spot to be in. As long as we can take 2 prizes no matter what next turn, we're chilling. And we have the ability to do that with our current board state, right? And then we can set up Iron Leaves pressure the following turn. We just Iron Leaves the last Raging Bolt for game or something. Works pretty well for me, Chief. Then Crispin. Get rid of all the energy on their board. It's here, like 2, though. I'm curious to see what they're going to knock out. I think you have to kill the Iron Valiant, obviously. Yeah. If they kill Iron Valiant, we could just kill the Raging Bolt, honestly, with Leaves. But I don't have Leaves. It's still correct to probably just amp, to be honest. I don't have to... Yeah, I can probably just amp next turn. It's not a big deal. Take an amp KO. Still okay, I think, in my opinion. We would have had a 4-prize lead if I went Iron Hands earlier, which is pretty funny, so... That was my bad for using Miraidon twice in a row. It worked out, thankfully. Alright, let's see what they KO. The Hands? Okay, so yeah, we could just then kill the Raging Bolt with Iron Valiant. They have a Bravery Charm. It's a little awkward, I guess. But we have Boss. Or at the very least, we can set up a Tachyon Bits knockout. So it's not the big deal. They're just going to kill the Hands. But yeah, we could just go Iron Valiant, knockout, Raging Bolt. Call it a day. We just have to set up game with Iron Leaves, basically, to wrap things up. Which we can easily do with our hands. So it's pretty good. Probably get Fez here with this Nest Ball. Reboot Pod, the energy on the board. And then just set up checkmate with Leaves or something. Could even try to get another Valiant down. If I get Area 0, that'd be nice. I'd like to get Area 0. So I can get more Pokemon in play. Just to have more outs. Getting Mew and Fez down is pretty important, I think. We got Crispin. Alright, Nest Ball. For Fez. We have 1 Iron Leaves. We have a lot of outs to find it, though. It's not a big deal. We'll flip the script. Another Grass. Alright, we can Teal Nance into play. It's pretty good. Miraidon. Alright. Let's Reboot Pod. Put all 4. Retreat. This probably doesn't matter too much. Put 20 on Mew. Okay, now I'm debating what I want to do. I think we just hold the hand. Nope. I don't really... Is it ever correct to research here? No, we have Boss. Nah, I think we just keep it. It'll just kill the active. Sure. I'm overthinking it. Let's see if they can even knock out Iron Valiant. I mean, their board is pretty mid, to be honest. They have no other Owls in play at the moment. They haven't gotten Fez down. So I don't even know if they're going to be able to successfully knock me out. And there's the Area 0. I don't know, Research could have been okay to play there, in all honesty, just to, like, get a new hand, but it's fine. We have, like, a pretty good chance we just win. All right, they got the Sada. Can the Sada turn into a knockout, though? They still need a lot of moving pieces here. There's an energy. They need 3... 2 more energy. Oh, Trumpet. Oh, okay, I wasn't expecting that. All right, that gets them there, I guess. That works. So we just need to hit Iron Leaves and we win the game. Can we do it? We may whiff. The chances aren't bad, but there is a world where we do whiff. Can I ever win the game with Miraidon next turn? Because I did put 20 on the Mew on purpose. I know we were peak accelerating for 160. That'd be insane. Right? We'll see. We'll flip the script first, because I can maybe find Arven or something. Maybe I should have researched, to be honest. I just didn't want to lose all these resources, but maybe it was correct to research there, just to then make sure I have a better chance of finding the Iron Leaves, right? So maybe it was correct to research the more I think about it. We'll see. We just need to not whiff game. All right, what's our top deck? Switch. So we're doing 80. Can bench that. Do 100. Yeah, Mew ain't dying. Can we get Teal Dance? I could also win the game by going Crispin Iron Valiant, right? Crispin Iron Valiant. You switch the Psychic off. That also would work. Okay. So we need like Iron Valiant or Iron Leaves to win. Nest Ball. I think that's game. So I go Super Rod. Get this back. And I put a Psychic and a Grass back. And then I Nest Ball for the Iron Valiant. I already had the Valiant in the deck. I said I need to put the thing back. Alright, we do this. We Crispin. Yeah, I just needed the energy back. I already had the Iron Valiant. This works, so. Let's go in the hand. Good thing we got the E-Switch. E-Switch Reboot Pod for the win, baby. Then we attach. Energy Switch. The Psychic onto this. Switch. In Iron Valiant. And that's all she wrote. Let's go. Sick. 260. Not bad. We got there. Big Iron Valiant dubs. There it is. We get our last two prizes. There's that Leaves. Yeah, we just needed Leaves or Valiant play. The Valiant play is even cooler, though. We got to go Crispin E-Switch, which I think is a lot more cooler than just, like, needing to draw into one card to win. That was cooler. We got to show off more of a combo. We actually got a lot more value out of Reboot Pod in that situation. All right, again, in this game, we hit a Gardevoir deck. We're going to find out if we beat Gardevoir. They're playing Budu, so that's interesting. Just do this, I guess. Our turn one isn't terrible. We got an energy down. They are going to Budu me, though, so I'm not going to be able to do Techno Radar. That kind of sucks. I need to get Iron Hands in play, but I'm not going to be able to find it if we're getting Itchy Pollen. That might be a problem. Hopefully we don't get Itchy Pollen, but I assume we will. I don't know. We'll see how the Guardy matchup goes. This is a weird one. Not sure. I mean, Iron Hands definitely is important, and Iron Valiant will be pretty good, too, because Iron Valiant can one-shot a Gardevoir, potentially. Maybe. I don't know. A lot of things need to go well. This matchup could be tough. There's Nest Ball. Getting Ralts, probably. We got Iono. That could work. I don't know. I need to find... Oh, they're getting a Monkey. I need to find hands. Need to build up hands here with Miraidon. That's my goal. They're not getting a Guardy? They didn't get a Ralts. They got Monkey Dory. Not Ralts. Unless their hand is dead. I'm sort of confused why they did that. There's Fez. Alright, they got that. And there's an Iono. Alright, so let's see if we can find a Iron Hands off this Iono. What do we got? Nope. We got Mew. Fortunately, Mew's not a future Pokemon. Probably just got the research here. There's Zorua. And no Ralts. Okay, wow, they didn't get Ralts. I'll take it. Pretty good. But I need to find my hands. Okay, let's just research. Didn't get the Iron Hands. We got Iron Valiant, though, which I'll take. That's decent enough, I guess. Could be worse. Not sure I needed to bench both of them, actually, but just, I don't know. It's fine. Having two in play seems fine. We can abuse Tachyon Bits. That's my goal. It would have been actually probably better to then not kill the buddy. We can Tachyon Bits it for an extra prize down the road. There's a Crown. All right, my opponent can Fez here. They can probably Mind Bend, but I do have... this guy still... We can finally... I'm assuming we can Techno Radar for Iron Hands here and get some energy on it, so that's good. Let's see what my opponent does. I'm assuming they're just going to try to Mind Bend for 60, which puts me to 40 HP left. Just kind of make sure they can randomly Adrenabrain knock out my Miraidon at some point. They do play a lot more two-prizers. They have Fez and Zoark, and Zoark is a pretty good Pokemon to have in play for us because we can easily knock it out with Iron Leaves, so it's an easy knockout for boss. So... bossing could be pretty big in this matchup if we can set it up. We have another Iono. Let's see what this gives me. I'm looking for hands, so I'd still probably rather Peak Excel to a hands. But I need switch, because we're getting confused. Need hands and switch. This hand does not have hands and switch. which is a problem. We need to get Iron Hands down, bruh. I need to find it. I need my boy. Artisan. We can get Iron Bundle with that. It's actually not terrible. Killing the monkey's okay, though. But I'm not even killing it right now. So, yeah, actually, Iron Bundling here could be pretty big. You can Force Sling up on the bench. Like, I mean, I guess I don't want them to give me Zorua, though. That's, like, the one Pokemon I don't want them to give me. Because I want to knock out Zorua. If I top deck Boss, we could just kill the Fez, which I'm down to do. I'll see what they do here. It's actually a little awkward. Ideally, we draw a Techno Radar or a Ball card. If we can get Iron Hands plus Switch, I would be happy. That's all I want to do. I just want to go switch hands here. Just want to go switch Iron Hands. That's all I want to do. There's an Ultra Ball getting played. All right, they can get another Ralts down maybe if they want. They get Zoark for next turn. Probably going to get a Ralts. No, they are getting Zoark. If we get Boss here, try to kill that thing maybe. Definitely want to set up Iron Leaves if we can. Oh, they're not. Oh, nice. Counter catcher. All right. That works. I'm glad they did that. That's actually really good they did this. Because now I can go Techno Radar. No, but I guess, like, I can't kill this. No, I can Techno Radar for a bundle and stuff. Okay, I'm glad they did that. But they could give me Screamtail, though, which is kind of awkward. Let's see what our draw is going to be then. Vessel again. Grab these two. I definitely don't want to hit into the monkey because I'm not knocking it out. We can get bundle with the Artisan. Okay, let me do this first. No, bundle's prized. No, why is it prized? I don't even have Iron Hands either. Hands isn't even in the deck, of course. I didn't even realize Iron Hands was prized. That's not good. Didn't realize the hands was even prized. Yikes. That's not ideal. It's actually really annoying that I can't kill this Monkey Dory. Unless I get Switch. I should have Arven for Switch. Never punish. Let's go. Alright. Tachyon Bits. 20's got to go somewhere. We can put on the Zork, I guess. Nah. Put on the Ralts. That gives them more Monkey Dory damage, but that's fine. Let's kill this. Seems good to me. See what our prizes. Now I don't even care if I get hands. Okay, we got bundle. I wasn't checking my prizes. I didn't realize we prized Iron Hands. That's just crazy that we prized it. Alright, pricing the bundle in the hands here kind of sucks, but it's all good. At least we took a prize. We just need to take 2 more prizes to win the game. So, I mean, ideally, we're just going to try to go 2-2-2 for game, right? That's the plan. Do they have Rare Candy Gardevoir here? They do get to see a lot of cards. They have Flip the Script and Zoark. We'll see if they can get Monkey. I guess, like, yeah, I think it was fine to hit this guy for 20. Because I can set up a potential play where I knock it out. I just want to kill this Ralts, right? Ideally, we want to knock out the Gardevoir in one hit. And then we just boss for game pretty easily. That's my prize map anyways. Alright, let's see what they got here. They have a 9-card hand. Can they finish me off here with a Guardy? Let's see it. If they don't get Gardevoir, we can go back into, like, Miraidon or something. Chill. This guy's our main attacker right now, so we can keep sending him up. Let's see what they got. I maybe should have Light Energy the Iron Valiant, not the Grass, because I can Teal Dance, but that's fine. There's the Monkey. Do they have a Dark Energy, Rare Candy, Gardevoir play here? Let's see. They do have the Dark Energy. Oh, that's pretty good. Do they have the Rare Candy? They could also kill my Mew. If they don't get Gardevoir here, I think we're in a pretty good spot. Because they can't attack again for another turn. This gives me more time to just set up my board. Still prizing Iron Hands, so I can't get Iron Hands out here, unfortunately. But whatever. Finding Area 0 would be good, too, so I can get the bench to be full with crowns and stuff. Alright, what do they got? If they don't have the Gardevoir, we have a pretty good chance to just keep running them over. They do have it, yep. And I was like, there's no way they whiff Gardevoir, right? But they promoted this, so they have to put damage on the Guardy, which is actually good for us. So they can only heal so much of the damage on that thing. So we can just keep stockpiling damage on it, so if ever it does come in the active, it'll be more easy to KO with Iron Valiant. If they decide to attack with Gardevoir this turn, we could try to get Reboot Pod plus Psychic Energy to knock this thing out. I'll see if that happens. We just need 2 more knockouts to win the game. That's all we need. Can we do it? We're going to find out. We have to put a bunch of damage on this thing. They've already also attached. They have to put 3 energy on this. This Scardy is about to take a bunch of damage. That's crazy. Glad they promoted the Ralts. That's a lot of damage this thing's got to take. 230 HP remaining. Going to Screamtail. They probably need to kill the Iron Valiant this turn. I don't think they can let the Iron Valiant live, obviously. Probably something they should be KOing here for sure. Yeah, maybe should have kept the grass elsewhere. Let's see what they do. Oh, they're putting 20. They're going to... No way they're killing that, right? They're probably just moving damage onto that guy. Let's see where they Screamtail here. Then kill my Mew, which I'm fine with. We just kill them with Miraidon, I guess. That's probably the plan. Just knock them with Miraidon here. I want to get Area 0 so I can get rid of this thing. That'd be pretty good. We still, honestly, have a long way to go to win this, though. This is the problem with Gardevoir, especially because we didn't get Iron Hands established. Not being able to do an Amp KO earlier in the game has kind of screwed me over, though, not gonna lie. Alright, well, let's see what we can do. Can we draw anything good here? E-Switch? That's not bad. But is it enough? Am I doing this E-Switch? Do I play it? Move an energy to this guy. Can move the energy off the active onto this. So I have another Iron Valiant powered up. Yeah, I guess? I mean, I have to kill the active this turn with my Miraidon. I don't really have a choice, unfortunately. I guess theoretically, can bench that. I could theoretically draw Boss plus Psychic Energy. No. Got Switch. Can get another bit of damage on the Guardy, I guess. Sure. Okay. Nothing too good there. We can Teal Dance to put more energy on the board. That's a Psychic. Alright, Peak Excel. Got more energy out. Where do I want to put this? I don't think this really matters where I put this, to be honest. Just put on the bundle, so I have more energy. Yeah, because they might KO my Iron Valiant this turn or Teal Mask Ogerpon, so I want to make sure I can go Iron Leaves or something. See what our prize is going to be. There's a crown. So Guardy has 240 HP left. We'll see if they decide to attack with it this turn. What's their play going to be? They can get another monkey down to like 3, which is kind of annoying. I couldn't find Area 0. I really want to get Area 0 so I can get rid of that Artisan. I don't like them having an Artisan, dude. It's not good. If they take another 2 prizes this turn, we may just lose the game. Unless they go Drifloon, I can like knock it out with Tachyon Bits or something. But they're probably going to get like Drifloon here, which is pretty bad. Okay, what do they got? What are they Artisaning for? Let's see, let's see. Yeah, there he is. They're probably going to go Counter Catcher Drifloon. I can't beat that. They can also do whatever they want. They have Screamtail, or they have Zoroark plus Fez. They can draw like a jillion cards, which is not helping my case at all. Like, I would be very surprised if my Iron Valiant was surviving the turn. Yeah, they're just getting... Like, get Monkey back, not Screamtail. Okay, wait, hold up. I mean, there's no way they don't have the Counter Catcher, right? They're definitely going Counter Catcher kill Scream or Iron Valiant, right? Night Stretcher again. They already attached Psychic Energy to Monkey Door. I don't know if they realize that. They actually can't do double Agenda Brain here. They already attached energy, unless they have an E-Switch in the deck or something. I'm not sure they realize that. All right, Arven, or Earthen Vessel, sorry. My win con has to be to try to take 2 prizes, I think. Okay, if my opponent doesn't take a 2-prize KO this turn, maybe we have a chance to win the game, but it's unlikely. They're most likely going to take a 2-prize. Yeah, they have Secret Box. We're cooked. We're absolutely cooked. They haven't even done Zoroark or Fez yet. There's, like, no way. Yeah, they're just going to go Drifloon, Knockout, Iron Valiant. And then my best play is... I have to go, like, Iono, Miraidon, and hope for the best or something. It's not looking great. Yeah, Counter Catcher. We have to just Iono and go Iron Valiant, hope for the best. And this, or the Miraidon. That's all I got. All I can do. Just go Miraidon and pray. It's not great. Yeah, Guardy's tough for this deck, I feel like. You have to, like, get Iron Hands and pray. Like, that's, I feel like, the only way you can beat this deck. We can try to, like, 2-2-2 them, because they have a lot of low HP Pokemon in play that are 2-prisers. Like, Zoroark is easy to KO with Leaves, Fez is easy KO, and in general, just, Guardy's a bit harder to kill. Had to put more damage on it. Alright, let's see what they do. I think they're just going to go Counter Catcher, kill Valiant with Drifloon. I could try to get a Tachyon Bits knockout on it, but I don't think I can, because I'm out of Switch. There's, like, no way I can do, like, any shenanigans on the Drifloon here. I think it's just over. It's probably GG's. I don't think I can win. If we didn't have Mew on the board, I maybe had a chance, because I could potentially... Because they can just also win with Screamtail, right? Which also doesn't help. Let's see if they go after here. It's probably the Iron Valiant. There's no way Iron Valiant is living the turn, I feel like. Yeah. Well, let's see. Our win con... I mean, it's just going to have to be Miraidon and Prey. It's not looking too good, though. The Miraidon and Prey angle isn't really a great way to secure a win, unfortunately. Like, they can also just attack with Guardy at some point, which is, like, bad. Yeah, it's just Iono and Prey. That's all I got. Iono and Prey. Iono, KO, Drifloon. If we had a Counter Catcher in the deck, could be decent, but yeah, it's fine. We just have to kill the Drifloon and hope for the best. That's all I got. Trying to think. Nothing else I can do. It's just KO Drifloon and then hope we maybe get Boss KO Zoroark or Fez the following turn with Iron Leaves or something. That's all I got. We can pull it off. It's possible, man. It's doable. Because they did put Boss in their hand, the Secret Box. So, like, we can put it at the bottom of the deck. Getting Area 0 is important because then I can prevent them from shuffling. They still get to see 5 cards because of Fez and Zoroark, which is actually really annoying. So I need to get rid of this stadium so I can actually stay in the game. So I need to get rid of the stadium here. In order to win the game, we 100% have to get rid of the stadium. Because, like, they're going to be able to shuffle the decks. We know the boss is in their hand. Not sure we're getting there, though. Alright, well. Iono and pray we get Area 0. If only we had Jamming Tower, that would have been nice. Yes, nice. And we got Fez. Perfect. Bump that. Mew for 1 card. Bench that. Flip script. You see boss. There we go. Alright, here goes nothing. Knockout Drifloon, hope my opponent whiffs Gust. That's all I got. Or Screamtail for game. It's not looking good, though. My odds are not very good, I'm not going to lie. But this is the best I can do. If this sticks, we have game in hand if they don't Iono me, too. It's all down to this. What's our prize? Another boss is good. Alright, we have 2 in the deck now, potentially, if they Iono me. The odds they whiff are so low, though, bro. They still have bear outs. I mean, it's so unlikely they whiff. They're probably going to still win. They might not even need to draw cards for all I know. They might just have it guaranteed. We'll see. Let's see it. I don't know if there's just not 2 boss. There's only 1 boss in the deck. Alright, if they have it, they have it. If they don't have it and they don't Iono me, I do have game in hand because I have boss Iron Leaves on Zoroark. So, let's see if they got it. They weren't able to shuffle the deck, which is good. That does help. I mean, they could go, like, Iono attack with Guardy and double Legend Brain, which is, like, kind of scary, too, obviously. But I need all the help I can get here, folks. Can we prevent my opponent from winning the game? And let's find out. If we buy a turn, it's huge. But also, if they just get Night Stretcher, they win. They also have game with Screamtail here. Well, not anymore. They put 30 on the Teal Mask. I don't think they... I mean, I can't remember if they play 2 boss. No way they play 2 bosses orders, right? Do they have 2 boss in their deck, and they just drew into it off of it? I can't remember if they play 2 boss. If they have 2 boss, it's also over. No! They have 2 bosses orders. Unfortunate. We had game in hand. This deck is just so good, man. We needed Iron Hands, bro. Bro was in the prizes. And that is Future Box. I think it's actually a decent little archetype right now. Having the option to have a toolbox of attackers is obviously really good. And Iron Leaves is a pretty good attacker right now in our meta with the Charizard and the Grimmsnarl going around on the ladder. And then having Iron Valiant for that big attacker with Tachyon Bits isn't shabby either. Honestly, the more I play this deck, the more I'm like, we can maybe turn this into like a future Terra Box deck where we could maybe play more E-Switches. We could add Clefairy into the deck. I think Clefairy probably goes in this deck if we're going to be playing E-Switch and Crispin, so maybe add Clefairy too. Definitely some cool things you could do with this future box deck for sure. But Future Box doesn't seem bad right now as a little anti-meta deck with all the different attackers you have to choose from. Hope you enjoyed the video on the deck. If you did, leave a like. If you're new to the channel, subscribe down below. We're on the road to 79/80K subs. We're getting very close to 79,000 subs. So if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe down below. Check out the sponsors down below. Use code LDF and check out my second channel for even more content from me too. Catch you on another video very soon. Bye-bye.